So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, you shall be sleeping on that rock. It's your first time here because I don't know why. But
why
anyways,
not here?
do you get? But anyways, you're welcome. And my name is OJ. And when you see someone here with me, it is another episode of In Your 20s, which I'm really excited about. So please do us the honors of introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Scholastica. I'm a food, hospitality, and lifestyle influencer, and also a YouTuber based in Lagos and Abuja. Both Abuja and Lagos, yes.
Scholastica.
My city is first, Abuja.
But how are you doing Abuja and Lagos though?
When the money is involved, you will know how to schedule yourself.
Self and people, right?
You guys see me on Instagram. This week here, today I'm here, tomorrow I'm back.
With even the flight money and
we thank the Lord.
So generally, right? Like right now, what does it feel like to be you?
Normal. Hey, normal, to be honest. Like, I'm just Scholastica. I never let myself get in that line like, oh, who are you? Like, oh, how do you feel? No, I'm normal. I beg.
Okay, but like that's like career wise, right? Like normal influencer wise. But like as a person with like Nigeria work and everything, what does it feel like to be you?
I would say I'm proud of myself. I'm that young girl growing, blossoming, being who she wants to be. I'm satisfied, I'm content, and yeah, I'm just doing my thing, and yeah, I'm happy. I started influencing 2015 November and till date. So 2015, I think that's when I was leaving SS3. I had graduated from high school, and I had too many gap years, so I just thought I was jobless. And I was like, okay, this influencing thing, let's try. So I would just take normal pictures when I'm eating food, that, and post, and then people were always interested. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's keep on. So I have been doing that since 2015 November till now. I think the only time I've taken a break, that I took a full break, was 2021, the full year. I noticed that. I needed to breathe, and yeah, so gradually we're coming back. Influencing Abuja, when I started, I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I was influencing people. So in that space, I realized that people liked to see what I use. So what I influence, I realized people rush it. So I'm like, what's the secret? Like, oh, I just did this, and genuinely I'll just post, oh, get this from this, try this. If it's bad, let's see it together. Like, oh, you must taste whatever I taste. That was just it for me. Whatever service I experience, you must experience it
as well.
So, and then it was a bit tough because I was never getting any paid job. That's why I always tell people, for like the first 2 years, people always thought, this girl was cashing out. You know when they say social media, fake it till you make it.
Oh my god.
That was it. That's why till now I can never believe anything on social media. I always tell people on my page, even if you come to my page and see me, like,
you have told me that a couple of times.
Never believe what you see. Like, oh no, believe what I influence and everything, but like not all the glam. You see, oh, she's looking this. They stop that. It's a lie. I was always doing that. I would packaging, it works. I would always package myself, the services I render or the services I go and get. I share it with people. People be like, aesthetics, this, and I can take pictures. I know the angle. So I know the right angle to put for people to rush a particular service. So I would post this and people like, this girl. So people will rush to go and try out the thing. So for the first 2 years, I never got any paid job. Like, it was all my money, trying new things, trying this. I was never tired. I was like, okay, let me do it. I'm not saying, okay, I'm having engagements. So with time, brands will reach out to me. Oh, can we do this? Can we do that? I was scared of charging brands. So
that's one of the questions I have.
I'll just say, okay, give me. But at some point, I'm like, I know my worth. If you can't pay me,
you have to come correct.
There's something I don't joke with. Not all customers are my customers. That's what I tell people. If you can't afford my services, go. I don't feel, there was a time in my life I used to feel very bad about my rate card. I feel like it's too high. What do I do? Do I bring it down? And somebody spoke to me in Lagos. He's like, if you have a rate you've put on yourself, don't take it for granted. And someone else said, in a year, just one brand can be your customer. And I think that's what happened to me in 2022. Just one brand I worked with this year, and that was it. Or I told myself beginning of this year, I didn't want to work with any soap brand. Just, I didn't want to do everything. Like, cream, this, that. I didn't want to.
You're throwing shade.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Because I've done all those things, Ojima, when I started. I would do everything. I'll do drink. I'll even do water. I'm like, so I've come to a part where I'm like, if it's just one brand I get for the year that will cover all the expenses of other brands, better. But that stress of, I can do it, it was there. But I don't even advise influencers that are starting now to like, you take this, you take that. Because you're causing problems for future brands. So I've noticed some influencers, in a space of 3 months, they've collected skincare brands from 4 brands.
Red flag.
I'm like,
don't do that.
I'm like, so
how do we know
should I trust? So that's something for me. If I can't use it, I don't post it. That's it for me. If I can't use it, I can't post it. So yeah. Did it? I sure knew I wanted to do something marketing or public relations. But then when I went to Nile University. So when I went there, I didn't want to do any course with mathematics.
You say
I'm not good with maths. Just forget it. Even numbers. Down to when I calculate figures, when people have to pay me, I have to give somebody to do the maths.
Oh, wow.
Like I try, but when you have to start doing, no. So, but I didn't want anything math. So they were like, English. I'm like, English, no. There's no ginger there. Like, I need that practical feel and sometimes, no. So they're like, mass communication. And the course started with my set. So I was like, okay, let me do it. I don't know, but let me try. But then, yes. So I was glad that I was able to learn like publishing, editorials, marketing, all those things. So I'm like, okay, this is my
pretty
sport.
Cool. This is pretty cool.
This is where I am. So yeah. And I could take my influencing years, what I had learned when I worked in a radio station, in all that 2015, 2016.
That's a lot of experience.
I was working in a radio station. So, and then I had school. So it was like, everything just flowing together. So many. Through influencing, I was able to work in radio. And I went to radio as an intern. So I told you I was that type that would take jobs. Give me just for free. I literally went to radio stations and I'm knocking at the door. I want to do internship. Don't pay me. Just let me do internship. And people literally thought I was crazy because like people from uni come for internship and they look for money. They want to do something. But I was like, no, just let me come for internship. So I knew I needed to learn marketing, the act of marketing. I needed to learn scripts, voicing, everything. So I was that. They saw me as that small baby that's just here, not knowing what she's doing. So I'm really laid back when I want to learn something. I study the environment, right? So I was laid back and I was just taking notes. And it got to an extent when people that are meant to do voicing are not around. I'm like, can I do it? And they're like, who is this one? They're like, who is this one? I'm like, let me do it. And I had somebody who was always there on her show. She doesn't even care. We were really close friends still today. Like she's part of my referees. So and she's like, take the scripts, go and read it. It has to air in 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I can't do it
in 30 minutes.
She's like, no, you just have to read. The technician will do the whole cut and everything. I have to play it on my program. If it's not here, the customer will ask for a refund and it has to be on you. I used to shake. I'm like, I can't do it. And everything we had, English had to be clean. You had to put up punctuations when reading. I'm like,
that thing is
I can't read like this. So, and she's like, you can do it. You can do it. So at some point, with the way she used to read and voice, I thought she actually schooled abroad. So it was one time I was like, where did you school? She's like, Covenant.
Ma?
I'm like, hello, ma. She's like, yes. She's like, if you really want to do something, you have to be good at it. So with time, I used to do the voicing, then they played. So it was one time, she's like, there is no time for voicing. You're going to read the advert live. And I was like, live? I was like, madam, I cannot. She's like, apparently it was an Indomie advert.
Ooh.
So she's like, it's for Indomie. This has to go on air. We forgot to record, so you have to read it. I was literally sweating, and she was just looking at me. She was looking at me. And then next thing, she just put on her mic. 1, 2, 3, go on.
Read.
I was shaking. I was reading. I literally started crying. And she looked at me. She's like, "Why are you crying? Are you okay?" And then I finished. And then I put on my mic. And I was like, and she was like, "That was a good advert." So I was like, "Oh." And then immediately, the person, the head of station, then ran out of her office.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Who took that advert?" I didn't want to talk. Even her that was on duty was like, "What happened?" She's like, she has never heard that voice. Who took the advert? And then she's like, "Me." So since then, I started getting like, oh, scripts, do this, do that, do that. So, but now I'm a bit laid back. But soon I'm thinking of going back to radio. In influencing, when people are keen on followers, my followers have been 9,000 something since 2020. That page has been stagnant.
We've had this conversation.
That's something I'm not even bothered about. To fix the page, somebody was like, "Oh, I should give her 200,000 to fix the page." I'm like, "Bro, I'm going to use that money and eat, shop, do everything, relax." But like to fix the page, so many influencers pay. Like I saw the other influencer, she paid 350 for her page. Something else happened, she paid another 350.
Wait,
for
I think that
page.
these are the things that happen behind the scenes.
Yes, that nobody knows. Like all those followers people are seeing, like people literally die for their followers. Like, "Oh, my followers are dropping. Oh, my page is stagnant." This because they tell you they feed up from their page. Or brands have to see this, that. But I always tell myself, like, no. If they know your onions, they will always come back for you.
True.
That's something.
True.
My page has always been stagnant. Even the last person that said it was like, "Your page is on 17K. What's happening?" But people can see 9,000. I'm like, I don't know. If you really want, that's why like I don't joke with my Instagram story. They are like a family.
Yeah.
So those other numbers, they're on their own. Like I'll literally post informations for them. So if you really think I'm your own, come to my Instagram story. Email me. Message me. Like, so don't kill yourself on the whole following thing. At some point in Abuja, like, oh, when they were events, people will see, oh, she's on 9,000. Let's not invite her. I'm like, me, don't even, I don't need your event too. But the thing was, at some point I was like, I prefer being backstage
than being in front.
That's the thing. I was like, I prefer being backstage. And majority of influencers that do jobs, like I don't follow many influencers, right? But I know their handles off head.
Yeah.
So like I just go to their page and I check. That's something influencers need to realize. Your destiny helper is not following you.
You need to be,
but they know your
mind.
name.
Yeah.
Like they know, like, okay, this
mind.
girl. So I'm that type, because I now started being like backstage. I refer a lot of influencers. So I'm like, okay, this person, I know her. This give Ojima this job. This that. So I just, and then at the end I see these influencers are raising shoulder. I'm like, girl, do you do that job, bro? So that's something people never remember. They just feel, okay, I'm an influencer, I'm on top. It's a lie. You don't know who gave you that job. So that's something. When I see some influencers, I'm like, oh, hi. And I think the last event I went for, someone was like, oh, hi, I've never seen you. And then I called her full name. I was like, this is your following. This is your engagement. She's like, how? I was like, you shared it with me.
Show the receipt.
I gave you that job.
Ooh.
And she's like, wow. I'm like, you don't come and be for me. Oh, no. It doesn't.
Especially in this Abuja that is small. We'll catch you.
Honestly, like, it's not worth it. Like, just be free. I beg, enjoy your life with people. All this nonsense, I'm there. Nah. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay at all. You message me or whatever. Now, first of all, you message me on my DM. Nigerians are lazy. I'm sorry. Why are you DMing me? It got to a time that, people DM me. I won't reply you. I'm sorry. People are like, oh, she's proud. I won't take that job. I wrote it on my bio. Please email me. And it's funny. Yeah. I reply to emails faster than DMs. I just see DMs like, oh, you're a joke. I'll just scroll.
Yeah, emails are quite
serious. So
serious.
with emails, I will sit and then just, do this. And then even my friends at some point, like, even there was a time I had like live videos and then I took my friends. I will send them emails and then they will reply me in DM. I'm like,
me that says,
what's happening? Am I mad? Like, and my friends were like, Skolasky, you're too serious. Like, I'm with you here. I am literally sitting with them there and I'm sending emails. And I'm like, it's for the record. It's a brand. I'm not going to wake up and start sending you DMs. Always remember your brand. That's the thing I tell people. So for the fact you reached out to my brand, thank you. Don't DM me, email me. So when you email me, I write that email back and tell you, okay, I'm glad that you chose me. with the whole research you've done and everything, I will get back to you my rate card, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will send my rate card to you. If it's nothing, if you can't afford it, then I'm sorry. But before, I used to say, oh, if this is not your budget, what can you offer?
Yeah.
That's what I've realized. Some brands are selfish, right? They'll tell you what you will not even take. They will tell you that's their offer. They will tell you, oh, reels, this, that. I'll give you 5,000. I'll give you 10,000. I'm like, how much is data?
I don't even.
The sun that I'm going outside to snap in. The clothes that I'm going to wear to create your content for you. They don't see all those things. They just believe it's picture, create it out. So with that, if you agree on my rate card, everything, I research your company. Like, I read on your company like I'm taking an exam. I don't want, that's the thing, I never put out a service I would never use or just say, oh, because they paid me. So I read on it. And before that post goes out, if it's your product or like, okay, let me use the skincare brand that I worked for in 2015. Now, they had to do every skincare on my face. So it's like, I did 4 chemical peels because I wanted to create a content
for them.
So, and I never put out one peel till like 2 years after.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, I need to see that progress on my face before I can put it out. And I think after I put it out, people started going to the brand. Now, now my old YouTube video of 2015 is on their website. And I'm like, can you guys take it down? I will shoot a new video for you. It is free. Take it down. They're like, no, because it's genuine. Let people see. So having customers come to them and everything from that year till now. And I still use them from 2015 till now. So that's just it. Like, oh, before it goes out, I must use it on myself. That's what I always tell myself. I should ask you.
What are you asking me?
Ojima, I should ask you.
What are you asking at me?
Yeah, I should ask you.
What's it looking like at the moment? I think personally, I'm in a phase where I feel like Abuja influencers deserve more. That's what I've been thinking about, considering the people that I have seen. I'm not even talking about people that have been influencing since you. I'm talking about like people who are coming up like the past 2 years and stuff. Abuja has really amazing talents. But the issue now is I feel like brands are sleeping on Abuja influencers. That's how I feel at the moment.
The thing is, do you think Abuja influencers take themselves serious? Do you think? No, don't get me wrong. They take themselves serious. But do you think they stand on their ground? If you're not doing this, you're not doing
it. I think I don't think as much.
Because I think some influencers are spoiling the business for other influencers. So if I come to meet influencer A and I say, okay, I want you to influence, my event is coming. Influencer A tells you, oh, I'm sorry, you have to pay me 100,000 for this.
Yeah.
You have to pay me 150 for this. And she tells you, that's the whole following thing now. Influencer A is well known, she has more engagement.
Yeah.
But let's say her page is shadow banned, like mine, right? But she can pull that audience for you. It's not just on her page. With her going out and just talking about the event, I'm going to be here. Come, right?
People will come.
Influencer B says, oh, to do your event, I'm going to charge 30,000 to post about your event, 30,000. She has a higher following, right? No problem. 30,000, I will do it for you. That's the thing. The brand will not take influencer A serious. They'll be like, is it not the same job?
Yeah, this was
it's not the same job. I will do it 30K. She posts and that's it. So influencers are just the ones. Some influencers are the ones that spoil it for Abuja people. But what I always tell people, if you know your thing, brands will come. They will look for you. So all this time you are doing, oh, let me just reduce my price because of this person. Don't do it. If you set a standard for yourself, stay there. Even if the jobs don't come for the whole year, it will come the next year. That's what I always tell myself. My brand, and then what again? My brand, the services I render. I know the effort that I will put in that service. I know I'm not just, you want a proper video. I know the people that I have to call to shoot that video. I know what it takes. So my brand, my charges, external people that I have to call to shoot that video. There are some videos, I would need to call a videographer.
Yeah.
So I have to think of all that and say, okay, yeah, will you getting a clean reel and this is not a phone quality, this is not this is my charge. So that's just it. And I will break it down. I always break it down, not just, reels is 200,000, reels is a 150 and that's it. I will tell you, this is what you're getting, this is it. And then with time, you can post my reel for whenever you want. Some influencers, they do, once I give you a reel, after 2 months you can't use it again.
Bring it down.
Why?
Is it She said, why? People
Why?
say,
Like, are you not happy that at least they're even putting you out there? Like, okay, I understand. And they paid you. It's not free exposure. But like, why tell them to put it down? I had somebody who said, oh yeah, she did an influencing thing, and then they used her video, I think in one of their showcase something when they had a trade fair, and she told them to take it down, that she wanted to sue them. But I'm like, you guys always forget to do a contract. That's something I don't joke with. I never joke with that. Even my friends, at some point, when brands wanted to work with me, I would send a contract, and my friends are like, my friends literally told brands, Scholastica is too serious, she sends you a contract. And I'm like, I've learned something from my dad. You must document everything, because tomorrow they'll say, oh, I just messaged her on Instagram, she messaged me, or this. No, there's a contract. There should be a contract. So if you write that down and say, okay, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that, it's stated there. If the other party should sign, we're good to go. And in that agreement, if you say, oh, don't use my video after 2 months, this, and let's say back and forth. Yeah, if the company agrees, okay, after 2 months we're done with you, we'll delete you and all. But if they say no, I paid you for it, then I don't see it as a big deal, to be honest. I really don't see it as a big deal. Okay, start. Your brand is the most important thing. Do not compromise. Like, you should be able to say, oh, I'm coming up to say, okay, yeah, I know this brand. This is my brand. Like, I think later in the year, I want to trademark my brand. Like, I'll just say, okay, that is her brand. And in case you do something like that, don't compromise. One, know what you're giving out to people. Don't say, oh, because this influencer is doing this, I have to do this. Or her rate card is up there. Mine has to be up there. No. Start. Don't let anybody say, oh, I need to have this before I start. I need to have this. I think I started influencing with an iPhone 5. People will say, oh, no, it's not all that. It's not this. It's that. Don't listen to people. At some point, I'll listen to people. I'm like, I need a camera before I can give people the right angles. Camera came, I was not giving the right angles. I still went back to my phone. So the thing is, just do you. Step by step. Don't rush. I don't know where you're rushing to. But like, I swear, as you're going, you will get there. Like, it's very easy. It's fun. Don't be too rigid. Make friends in the influencing world. It's hard though.
Make friends.
But make friends. Like, even if all the influencers are not ready to be your friends, carry your friends from high school, everything. Create content with them.
Yeah.
Talk to people. Don't say, oh, because I'm young in this influencing thing, I can't talk to people. When I started influencing, I was influencing with the older people, like people in their 30s, people in their 40s. We'll go for events. I'm just 17, 16 there. So, don't... Make friends, Jerry.
I think for this point, she just said we're going to talk about how we started talking. I think I reached out to her. Then she was giving us back to back, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a big fan and everything. And that's how we started talking. And we didn't talk for a while again. And I think the next time we talked, she sort of found me. I think that's what happened. Or I think
I think I found you.
Yeah, she sort of found me.
And Ojima used to post back to back. I'm like, I know the switch.
She sort of found me, and then we just started talking, and then now she's here. So
I'm very easy like that. Like,
she is. Oh, this was so interesting. Thank you so much.
This is my first collaboration.
I'm honored, Suma.
Ever.
Thank you so much, Ma, for coming on the channel.
And I'm happy to do this. So like, if you need me on your channel, anywhere, Instagram, I'm ready.
Just say you saw her here first, Sha.
Yes,
say
guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's fine.
It was so nice to have you. You guys follow her on Instagram.
Yes.
I'll leave her link. Subscribe to her channel as well. That should have popped up a couple of times. It's also in the description. Yeah. And subscribe to my channel too.
Yes, please subscribe to her channel.
Okay.
She's always giving us Abuja Living back to back. I watch it. I watch her Abuja Living. So yeah.
And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.